pick up the pace, starting with this window. Our next display needs to be less cutesy and more compelling.
We raised the bar too high these past few months, said Sheldon. We became the Fifth Avenue department store at Christmas time, full of magic and wonder and sugar plums. This month our sugar plums were a little flat.
He tugged at the ends of his peach and purple bow tie.
Happens to the best of us.
Nora smiled. Sheldon had that effect on her. Though he'd been working at the bookshop for only 5 months, she didn't know how she'd ever managed without him. He had a profound love of reading, an excellent eye for design, and he made the world's best coffee. Sheldon Vega had inherited his love of reading and his ability to put people at ease from his Jewish mother. His self-assurance and passion for good food came from his Cuban father. Sheldon was in his 60s and looked like Don Johnson's character in Django Unchained. He had a penchant for sweater vests, Nutella on toasts, and bear hugs. He suffered from chronic pain, which caused him to be absent or late to work. Nora had liked him from the moment they'd met. Lots of shops have their Halloween displays up. Nora went on. It's one of the things I hate about retail. We always have to jump the gun on holidays. Valentine candy hits the shelves January 1st, and on February 15th, out comes the chocolate bunnies and jelly beans. Sheldon shuddered.
And those revolting marshmallow chicks.
Nora turned to him. So, what should we do? Hang up ghosts and goblins even though it feels like we're a desert planet from Dune?
Ghosts and goblins, Dracula and Frankenstein, do they really have a wow factor?
Sheldon pursed his lips.
These stuffed paratroopers failed. They didn't lure people inside. We need to do better.
True, said Nora. But in our defense, September is all about back to school. I've talked to a few of the moms about their schedules, and it's stressed me out just listening to them. They're driving kids here and there, working all kinds of hours, hitting the gym, stocking the fridge, prepping meals, balancing the books, and keeping everyone in their house happy. I've been shoving copies of Mrs. Everything into their hands and wishing I could afford to give away a spa voucher with every purchase. Sheldon held up a finger.
Hey, now, you might be onto something with this. Today's women are women of power. Gifted, talented, and driven women. Magical women. Why not fill the window with women like that?
I'm picturing the Hocus Pocus witches around a cauldron. Nora said in a dreamy voice, The cauldron's rimmed with salt because the witches are brewing margaritas. It's their ghouls' night out. Get it?
The UV rays must be getting to her.
Sheldon mumbled to himself.
Witches, sure, it's Halloween after all, but not the hags with hairy warts and pointy hats. Beautiful witches. Multi-generational, culturally diverse. What if they brew books in their cauldron? Stories about powerful females.
Nora was instantly caught up by the idea. Yes, we could display book covers featuring powerful women. Lady Macbeth, Medusa.
Elphaba, Melina Starkov, Matilda.
Medea. Nora could see books flying out of the cauldron. Books with cardboard wings and paper bodies. Colorful, glossy, magical books.
Don't forget Hermione Granger.
Sheldon added.
We can't have a powerful coven without her.
The two friends became more and more animated as they discussed materials, lighting, and other design elements. Suddenly, Nora noticed the time. We'd better get ready to open. Even though it feels like the first circle of Dante's Inferno outside, people will still want coffee.
That's because it's my coffee,
Sheldon said.
I'll get my elixir going and pull some titles. We'll have a window's worth of fierce females by lunchtime.
Sheldon opened the front door to the noisy jangle of vintage sleigh bells. They hung from a hook on the back of the door, signaling the arrival or departure of customers, a useful alarm in a rabbit warren of a bookshop. Useful or not, Sheldon hated them.
One of these days, I'm gonna stuff those bells with bubblegum, or plaster of Paris.
Nora was about to reply when a woman's scream pierced the morning air. The scream had come from up the street, somewhere close. It was just past 9 on a muggy Tuesday, and downtown Miracle Springs was quiet. Kids were in school. Working professionals were in their air-conditioned offices. The shops on Main Street were either already open or preparing to open at 10. There was light foot traffic on the sidewalks and across the street in the park, but it didn't look like anyone else had heard the scream. Nor believed the sound had come.